the attitude that you bring on a regular basis to everything that you're challenged by, moment to moment. How are you going to look at it? Are you going to take this as a competitive moment or not? That's kind of how we live.
Thank you.
It's got to be competitive. It's got to be upbeat. It's got to be, ongoing. And so that, I got to live that way. That's just where I like being.
Just a day in media day, trying to get my name said right. That's just the type of stuff we on today,
First media day ever with the Raiders.
It's Media Day here at Raiders HQ. Welcome to this special edition of Raiders Roundtable.
Every day is just another chance to go at it and demonstrate that we can live it on a really high level.
He has a formula, he has a process, he has a program.
Ready to come to work and ready to compete every day.
Every day we got to figure out how can we add to that. Well, you learn one thing. We're always competing.
Here at 1475 Raiders Way, competition is the sole focus of everyone in the building. It sits behind the wheel, driving each player, coach, and scout to become better than yesterday.
Everything has kind of gone as planned so far, so it's nice to have a plan and it's kind of fitting together. We've come in here roaring with approach and philosophy and mentality, and to see it, kind of formulate it has been exciting.
Pressure. Here we go. Ready? Hey!
It warms my heart to see that we're having fun and we're working really hard, and guys you can tell that they can sense that there's something changing. A lot of expectations for us. We're going for it. We're not holding back. We're not looking for give us some grace period or any of that kind of stuff. That's not how we're going about this. We want to go get it right now, and I think the players feel that sense of urgency, and they're showing it by the way they practice.
With free agency and the draft over, Phase 3 of the offseason begins, which means it's the first time both the full team and coaches can get to work on the field. And in true Pete Carroll fashion, the vibes are high.
Let's
I don't know how he's doing it, honestly. He got a lot of energy, man. I truly respect it.
He's a fun person to be around if you've ever been around him. You see just how, positive he always is. He's always got a bright smile. He's always laughing, joking around. And, to have him as a coach, he's a part of the team. It's not him above the team or, anyone above the team. It's everyone together collectively. And I think that's what he does a great job of doing, is creating a collective mindset for everyone.
Every year, new players enter the dark side with one goal in mind: winning. So far throughout the 2025 offseason, many new faces have begun to emerge in key positions for the Silver and Black. On the defensive side of the ball, it all starts with the green dot.
When you do see my style of play,
you can tell like, oh, he's a big student of the game. You know, he's a QB from a defensive side of it. I think I do a good job making sure that communication is going very well, and that's what a quarterback of a defense do and whatnot. And you know, anything go wrong, I'm just that guy to like just put it on me.
I think Elandon's going to have an elite year. He loves to hit, and I think he has some statements he wants to make with his game, and I think he's going to make them.
A lot of new faces on the linebacker core as well. Elandon Roberts, a veteran of the game, of course. Like, what does he help bring to kind of help stabilize that group as you've seen so much changeover with him?
It's been great just talking football with him. And, you know, that position is critical for me to be able to speak to him. I don't want them to be coaches, but, you know, for us to have a great understanding, because usually that's the spot with the green dot.
My big thing was just learning my coaches, learning the organization, and at the same time learning my teammates, and having them learn me and know who I am. Because, you know, it's easy to be a presence, but it's even harder to be a leader. I love that part of football. I love that part of leadership. I love that part of being a Mike linebacker, because it ain't easy, and it is. You are the hub of communication and stuff like that. But I just feel like when that game on the line, put it on me. Like that's just how I feel. Even if I'm not making the play, it doesn't matter. But it's just like, you know, if that moment do present itself, that I know I'll be prepared, and I know my guys around me be prepared, because I know where the communication came from and who set it up.
Leadership in this business is everything. Without it, your team has no chance. But leadership isn't about who's being the loudest. A true leader shows up in the subtleties and sets the tone with talent, effort, and holding everyone to a higher standard.
When you talk about leadership, you know, it really comes down to integrity. You know, that's a big thing for me, is what you do when no one's watching. And I try to, you know, be a passionate leader, but I also try to lead by example. So I'm not the biggest talker, you know, instead I'm the guy who's trying to be the hardest worker. And so I just want to continue to lead, you know, by example, and, you know, push myself, push my teammates to get better.
Oh, he's slinging that thing, and he's having fun, and he's competing, and he's jawing off at Max. It's so fun. He's gotten definitely comfortable with the team, and we've had a lot of fun. He's having a lot of fun too.
For me, it's about, you know, building relationships and, you know, just talking to all the guys, getting to know Trey, getting to know Jacoby, just really connecting with the guys and making sure they understand that it's about production. We're here to win now, but it's also about the relationships we build along the way. This rookie class is very mature. They're becoming pros, they're learning. I think Dante and Jack have done a great job of just stepping right in and becoming a part of this team, and we got high expectations for those guys, right? There's guys like Brock, there's guys like Jacoby that you can learn from and you can watch. So for those young guys, they just got to pay attention to what's going on and just learn from the vets, and they've done a great job at that.
Sweet, yeah. That's great.
Raiders.
From Friday night lights, college stadiums, to the ultimate stage, at the start of minicamp, with fresh faces and untapped potential, the 3 rookie draft pick wide receivers are not here to play. They're here to compete.
There we go.
Got better today, right? You're going to think about finishing. Especially in the 2 minutes. Hey, a couple good things, right?
Obviously really excited to work with them. I've been following them closely since the draft, so it's great to try to get your hands on them and try to mold them into what you want them to be. So definitely excited about progress they've made so far in the last month. I think Jack, first of all, we're trying to work with him, play him in a couple different spots and find out what's the best role for him. He's one of those guys that wants to learn, wants to get better. He's got the right mindset. He's got the right attitude. I mean, he'll continue to do. He'll get better every day because he won't let it not be that way.
I grew up in Lafayette, Louisiana, which is like the pretty southern part of Louisiana. Grew up faith, family, and football, the 3 big F's. Always keep God first, no matter what it is. Ups, downs, if everything's going great, everything's going bad, if everything's just going even line, always put God first, glorify Him in everything we do. Family always comes second, and then football kind of ties everything in. I just got to be my best every day and then stack those days. Don't worry about the future, don't worry about the past, just worry about the present moment. I think that plays into everything I'm trying to accomplish. And like I said, everything I do is for God, it's for my brother, and it's for my family. Day in, day out, they're the ones I do it for. I do it for my late brother who passed away a couple months ago. Those are the people that every morning whenever I wake up, those are the people I think about first, to wake up and keep grinding, keep going. To come out here, my uncle said, I just got to be my best every day and then stack those days. I would say to be great at anything you want to do, you have to sacrifice a lot. No matter what you want to do, what you want to pursue in life, there's a million other people trying to do the same thing. So what are you going to do that's going to separate you from the pack? Day in, day out, you got to be on top of your game. Day in, day out, I'm all about just getting 1% better each and every day. Because if you put in that extra 1% each and every day that nobody else is, that 1% is going to be 100%, 1,000%, 10,000%. And it's not a matter of weeks or months. It's a matter of just years being stacked on top of each other. Just get it 1% better each and every day. And if you do that, like I said earlier, you do that, you work hard, you put God first, and like I said, you can accomplish anything you want to. It's not only for me, it's for them too. That's a big part of it. I'm just truly grateful and blessed that I could live out our dream. I said it was my brother's dream and my dream as well. So being able to live out our dream has been awesome. I'm excited for each and every day. I get the opportunity to come play for the Raiders. I'm just going to be more blessed to be in the position and the spot I'm in right now.
For me personally, I say leadership really is just doing the right thing whenever you have to. Like, it don't matter if you want to look cool for somebody, just doing whatever you feel like you're supposed to be doing, even if with your friends, with others. But it's just doing whatever you feel like you need to be doing to be on the right track. Like for me, I'm the oldest of all my siblings. And like to the question he said about sacrificing, the biggest sacrifice I made in my life was leaving my family to move my uncle to play football. And that was hard for me because I got younger siblings. So knowing that they look up to me, that made me know that I had to constantly keep working and do what I want to do and accomplish those goals because they looking up to me. And that's a prime example of leadership.
Number one thing for me is like I'm not gonna give up. Like I could be dead tired, I'm gonna keep going. And along with those qualities that we just talked about, like one of my biggest motivators is like making sure that I make my younger self proud. Like I know that when I was younger, when I started playing football at 4 years old, I wasn't playing for all these extra accolades or anything. I was playing because I was having fun. Just knowing that that's the thing that keep me going every single day is the number one thing. I can't settle with, okay, I got drafted. That ain't gonna help me. I gotta keep going to get, like I wanna be a starting receiver here. And I wanna play for at least 10 years, so I had to constantly keep finding a way to get better every single day and not let a little bit of success let me settle and die out from right there.
Dante definitely gives us something different with his speed and size. He's got a huge upside and a ton of potential, but he's also got a great eagerness to try to learn. I've really been excited about the way he's attacked the learning process and learning the playbook. I think he's had some rough spots in his upbringing, and I think that's helped shape him into what he is. I think his uncle and his family is a big part of what he's trying to do and what he's become as a man.
And like when I was 9 years old, my dad went to prison for a while, and my uncle took me under his wing as a promise he made to my dad. So he filled that void of not having that father figure for me, and along with my grandfather. But I say my uncle really just made sure I had everything I needed, and I say he was a big part in me becoming the man I am today, but based off of the one thing he always said, like, a man has nothing but his word. So I stand firm in that because that's something that he ingrained in me over and over again.
You have a bond, like an uncle and nephew, But like I say, he's always been the underdog. Coming from Baltimore, Maryland, a lot of people don't know. It's either you're going to be a part of something good, or you're going to be either in jail or dead. Beating the odds, man, is very satisfying to me. And just him being a college graduate, that's the most important thing. That's all I stress to him. And at the end of the day, man, when football is all over, you can have a profession outside of that. So I'm so like unconditional love for him, proud of him, and it's always gonna be that.
That's my firstborn. Like the bond that we have is unexplainable. Like it's like in a sense, we grew with each other because I had him when I was younger. But to sum it up, like I tell him all the time, like I will give my last breath. That's my baby, man.
I love the example that he provides. They say you can be the example, you could be the warning. Coming up from where we come from, not everybody makes it, but to see that somebody has and the support that we have for him, he's a great example for my son. My son didn't make it, but Dante did, and they still good friends to this day. He hasn't changed in terms of their relationship. The same thing you hear him saying. He's a great person, so we just continue to support it.
I'm just happy that, for me, I just know I got somebody who always gonna have my back, and I'm always have theirs regardless. So that's big to me. Dante, that's my brother. I love him with all my heart.
I love him because he sets an example for me, and I can follow him in his steps and make it to pro NFL. But I'm gonna follow him for the rest of my life, watch him play games, watch him do all the stuff so I could follow him.
But what's the most important thing that he did? What's the number one thing?
School first.
What's the rule? It's for school. No what?
C's.
No C's.
Good luck. Good luck. Yes, sir.
My first football memory, it wasn't necessarily even playing. My grandfather was really my biggest influence with football. He was a coach back in my hometown. I always just grew up really watching college football with him. He loved college football. And, just always hearing from all my, parents, friends, and stuff like that about, his legacy, his career, and all those things. So it meant a ton to me to obviously go somewhere and have my motivation just continue to peak and to just go work and earn every opportunity I possibly can. There's so many coaches that invested into me and gave me the opportunities.
We view him as a receiver that's going to have a lot of value in the kicking game, potentially as a returner, as a cover player. Maybe he plays some quarterback too. We're looking really as an athlete / receiver, but he's a unique guy. I mean, his testing numbers were through the roof. 4.41, 40, really high vertical jump. His testing was outstanding. Yeah, he threw routes, and then he also ran routes too at the pro day. So I don't want to pigeonhole him necessarily, but we think he can do a variety of things.
He's a quarterback with his mindset, so he knows the big picture of what it's supposed to look like. Now it's just getting his feet and his body to catch up to what his mind is doing, because it's a different perspective from being behind the center, as you know, and then being out in the concept, running the routes and kind of understanding that part of it. So he's learning, like I said, but he's really eager to learn, and he's one of those guys that's trying super hard to do everything the way you want it to do.
I've just been able to get some different film study on, guys that made the transition. But I think right off the bat, it was pertinent to me to really just watch a quarterback to receiver transition and see what it looked like really early on in their career. It's just like, it's my purpose in life to go and compete every single day and try to just, become better and to honor the God who, allowed me and gave me the body to go and do this as a vehicle. There's not another reason why I'm really on this earth, is to compete and to continually try to find improvement.
Competition, that's the name of the game. Compete with yourself to be better than you were 24 hours ago. Compete at everything you do, even off the field.
Okay, Charles. Yeah, I think it does a good job of just, getting everybody out of the, kind of the football setting in the building, letting everybody show their personality a little more, and, just being able to connect more on a personal level. Hey, okay. Whenever you feel like that true connection and bond, you're going to push that extra mile to make sure you get that job done for them, and that's the brotherhood we're building. Chocolate cake or vanilla cake? Huh? What?
I feel like it's great because you build that connection off the field, and if you truly trust and love somebody off the field, when you get on the field, you're going to do everything you can to play for them.
Here at the home of the Raiders, it's all about mindset. From the top down, everyone in the Silver and Blacks focused on fanning the competitive fire, relishing the thrill of pushing limits, and embracing the love of the fight. It's a simple mindset.
There's some principles, behind what we're doing. We're going to make something of what is presented to us. So I want to try to max it out every day, and if I can't do it, I can't expect the players to do it. The attitude that you bring on a regular basis to everything that you're challenged by, moment to moment, how are you going to look at it? Are you going to take this as a competitive moment or not? With all of that, it's got to be competitive. It's got to be upbeat. Every day is just another chance to go at it and demonstrate that we can live it on a really high level and high plane, high expectations and standards.
You either compete or you're not. That's really the mentality that we bring.
Next time on Behind the Shield.
Raider Nation training camp is finally here.
They tap in before they go out, make a commitment that they're going to be all in. We're not setting expectations, try to win a few games and make some progress. That's not what we're doing here. We're trying to take this as far as you can possibly take it. It's the only perspective that they have heard from me, and that's the only one I can even imagine. I can't even think any way else.